Boa. Boa. Voltou antes de eu interrogar eles. Voltou, consegui voltar. Então vou interrogar. Bom. O legal do jogo é esse, você pode não salvar, né? Você sai do jogo antes de salvar. Entendeu?
You better not go soft on me in here, Phelps.
We'll work the evidence, Rusty. Let him do the rest. Are they ready?
Bowler's in 2 and the pervert's in 1. Get in there and get a conviction.
Então, vamos forçar o...
So I gave him a dusting he wouldn't forget.
Vamos ir primeiro no primeiro? No 1?
Captain, we were on our way to interview Eli Rooney.
Yes, Phelps, I know. This particular fiend is an old acquaintance. I have tried to reaffirm his belief in a wrathful and terrible God. Whichever way it goes, I'll be dealing personally with him.
You look like you've had it rough.
You see me asking for your sympathy, boy?
Foda, hein?
You down on your luck, Eli?
I had worse. My family ate roadkill during the Dust Bowl.
But you have a job. A parolee has to have a job, correct?
I had me a job down in San Pedro. I'm looking for something new.
Carai, por isso que eu não salvei, entendeu? Eu não salvei pra poder jogar de novo. Não, mas eu voltei, entendeu? Vou jogar de novo. Eu vou ser bad cop com ele, mano. Foda-se.
This place you worked have a name?
Hennessy Marine. You can't misplace big yellow letters HM out front.
They give you any workwear, Eli?
Sure. Green coverall. Dang thing was hot. Felt like I was back in the pen wearing it.
Esse aqui é mais difícil.
You ever tie up any of your victims, Eli?
It's not a nice thing to go calling them.
What would you call them?
I can't say. I learned a long time ago not to go talking about the things I like. Talking about it just seems to get people's dander up.
Answer the goddamn question, Rooney, before I brain you.
See what I mean? Short answer is yes.
You have any preference regarding rope, Eli?
I know a good rope from a bad rope, if that's what you mean. That's not what you mean, is it? Any old rope will do me fine.
Mrs. Muller was strangled with a triple braid. Give me something, Eli.
I like braid, but I didn't rope that woman. You're not hanging this one on me, partner.
You killed Mrs. Muller and stole her jewelry.
That ain't so. I ain't done nothing like that.
You have no job and nowhere to live by the smell of things. And you need money. You've been in trouble before, Eli. Who do you think a jury will believe?
I've been in trouble for other things, but I ain't never killed no one. I saw that car coming to the parking lot late last night. Man got changed there and then put his coveralls in the trunk. I saw him drop the butterfly in the lamplight and he strolled out, cool as you like. And I went over and I picked it up.
What size boot do you wear, Eli?
Kind of like anything I can get my hands on. I'm wearing 11s.
You're maybe 5'5", 5'6" tops. And you wear size 11s? I don't think so, Eli.
That might be on the large side. Maybe 10s.
Maybe 8s.
Now that I come to think of it.
Why punish children with your iniquity, Eli?
You think I was never punished?
You must know what you're doing is evil.
Well, son, nobody's perfect.
Ó, agora mudou, entendeu? Eu vou...
You're as good as done, Mr. Rooney. All it will take now is some paperwork.
For my money, Hugo Muller's our #1 suspect. The evidence is solid. I think it's time we hit him with it.
Eu não sei se eu poderia...
Here's where we stand, Hugo. Your next-door neighbor heard screaming coming from your house. You were burning your blood-stained shoes. You have no one who can confirm your whereabouts last night. Your daughter says you're a violent man. We have everything we need to send you to death row, and all you have to say for yourself is, I didn't do it.
I swear I didn't kill her. Give me that lie test. I can prove it.
Why did you burn your shoes, Hugo?
Because I knew you'd never believe me.
Isso aí é difícil, hein, mano.
Are you going to tell me what I want to know, or do we have to take it out of you in lumps?
Give it your best shot. I can take whatever you're throwing.
Do you know anything about ropes, Hugo?
As much as the next man. I was a scout. I learned some more in the Army.
Your wife was strangled with a braided rope, which we found in the trunk of her car. I think you bought that rope specifically to strangle her.
You can think whatever you want. But that rope has nothing to do with me. My wife is the victim here. But, so am I. What am I going to do without her? And you. You heartless bastard.
We found your wife's car. Someone parked it at the school late last night. Do you have anything to say about that?
It wasn't me.
Where do you keep your work clothes?
I keep them at work in my locker.
It was you, Hugo. I'm offering you a chance to come clean on this.
For the last time, I did not kill my wife.
Tô errando todas agora. Antes eu tava pelo menos acertando alguma.
Your wife was beaten with a tire iron, Hugo. An appropriate choice of tool for a mechanic.
I know nothing about any tire iron.
You're lying, Hugo. You're gonna have to come clean on this.
You got no proof.
Pô.
Your wife drove a Chevrolet, Hugo. What make of car do you drive?
A Chrysler Airflow.
So I guess that explains why the tire iron that killed your wife came from a Chrysler.
Nem sei, mano. Vou foder com o outro dessa vez, com o outro. Essa tá difícil.
I think I've said about all I'm gonna say.
Eli Rooney, I'm charging you with the first-degree murder of Deirdre Muller.
You want to put me back in the stir that badly, boy? You go ahead and try. I'll beat that rat. I ain't a killer.
Phelps, Galloway, congratulations are at hand. Drink, boys? I think you'll receive a commendation for this one, gentlemen. In the meantime, I'll speak to the DA about expediting the passage of the case. We need swift and merciless justice for poor Deirdre.
Era o cara mesmo. Era o cara mesmo. Era o cara mesmo. Mano, mas... Caraca, mano. Vou te falar, hein. Mas foi difícil, hein? Foi o cara mesmo. Por isso que quando eu pedi o outro... Caraca, mano. Então tudo que ele falava, o marido era real, mano. Putz. Nossa. Na guerra. Na guerra.
We captured 2 regular army. Lieutenant!
We've been over this. That sniper barely missed you back on the beach. Until the mission is over, there'll be no more saluting or signs of rank.
I'm in charge here, Medier.
Do you wish to interrogate the prisoners?
No, they're beat. Why they look so sullen?
You're wondering why we haven't killed them yet. There's no greater shame than being taken prisoner.
Get this, Golden Boy actually seems to know what he's doing.
あなた方の階層と名前を名乗ってください。
第44大部隊所属兵だ。
キスマ、何様だと思ってるんだ。
See that, boys? He slapped that
Porra,
chap right
ele
upside
fala,
the head.
fala
It was
japonês
merely
essa
to
porra.
remind him of his place. His shame was the tone of voice that he used with a superior. I respect the Japanese, Corporal.
Respect, we're here to kill the sons of bitches.
Do you know why we are fighting the Japanese, Private?
With respect, sir, these bastards attacked Pearl Harbor.
And why did they attack Pearl, Private?
Because they hate the US of A and our way of life.
They attacked the U.S. because we cut off their oil. What would we do if another country denied us the gas to run our cars?
Nossa. Ele bateu de frente com os caras pra ser mais respeitoso com os japoneses. Nossa.
Ah, Phelps. I was just discussing with Finbar here how well you were doing. Have a seat.
Yeah, it's my real name. And you can just forget all about it.
You boys have a new case. A poor Hispanic woman murdered near City Hall and left lying naked in an alleyway.
Another naked woman, sir?
Yes. We seem to have had quite a run of them since the Dahlia fiend first struck.
Phelps is politely trying to hint that he thinks the Mendez case is hokey.
Well, young Phelps, you win some and you lose some in police work.
You're happy with the Mueller case, sir?
Over the moon, boys! The DA couldn't be more pleased with the evidence, the witness, and the lack of an alibi. Now, get out there and catch me another sinner.
Sinner, pecador. Putz, mais uma mulher morta nua. Então... tem coisa aí, entendeu? Tem coisa aí, entendeu? Mais uma mulher morta nua.
You have the address?
It's the alley off Aliso between Los Angeles and Alameda.
You're kidding. The next one will be opposite Central Station.
Count yourself lucky, Phelps. Most guys would kill to land a case so close to their desk.
Yeah. It means they can pop in to hit the office supply of hooch whenever they need it.
You know, that ain't a bad idea. That is not a bad idea at all, Phelps.
Essa missão deve ser longa, hein? Essa missão deve ser longa pra caramba, viu?
Detectives, they're ready to start the show. I'll take you through.
Oh, for Christ's sake.
Brothers, Pinker?
Cause of death is pretty apparent. We thought we'd best wait for you. When you're ready.
Outra mulher. Nossa, vamos ver o sangue primeiro? Ela foi puxada.
May as well follow the trail.
Antonia. It's a start.
O nome dela é Antônia. Nome bem brasileiro, né? Pegaram ela aqui, ó. Certeza. Ela devia estar saindo dessa porta. Ela devia estar saindo dessa porta e foi atingida. Você vê que o sangue vazou todo, né? Aí ele foi, puxou ela. Só? É só isso aqui? Ou, cara, Ou tem alguém que é fã. Que é fã do quem eu prendi. É um fã. Tipo, tem um cara que é fã. E quer imitar o cara. Entendeu? Pode ser. Isso acontece, entendeu? O cara é tão fã do outro que matou. Que... Tipo, vira fã. E aí o chefe dele fica puto, entendeu? O chefe dele fica puto, porque se tá acontecendo ainda, a imprensa fica querendo saber, mano. Bom. Vamos ver o corpo dela. Beije o sangue. BD. BD.
Kiss the blood. BD.
Outro anel.
Another wedding ring torn from the finger. No skin under the fingernails.
É. Olha como ele arrancou. Ele arrancou com crueldade o anel. Ficou só o osso, ó. Na região do anel, ó. É a marca registrada dele.
Only 21 years old. But why the library card? Did he want us to find it?
Deixou o cartão da biblioteca. O próprio cara. O cara é tão vagabundo que deixou uma dica pra gente. O criminoso. Deixou o cartãozinho dela de biblioteca. Que vagabundo, mano.
Lacerations on the neck would indicate a great deal of force.
Vamos ver o legista.
The evidence in the Mueller case was solid. I'm not convinced about Mendez.
The best way to get away with murder is to pin it on somebody else. I'll bet a month's salary this is a copycat.
Strangled, battered,
Yeah. We know the M.O. So does every jerk who kills his wife and girlfriend looking for a way out. I've spoken to Brown. He still believes the Dahlia perp has medical experience.
4 women, all murdered, all put on display, all with messages.
Mueller had no message. Look, Phelps, this is getting us nowhere.
Anything for us to go on, Mal?
Head injuries from contact with road, bruising from a small man's shoe, further blunt force trauma to the occipital region at the base of the skull. Could have been fatal, but clear signs of strangulation would seem to rule it out.
Lipstick appears to be a similar color to the other cases. I'll see if I can nail down a brand.
Can we discuss this later?
É, não temos o que traduzir não, cara. Tem que ir atrás e ir na biblioteca, né, meu? É isso. Não tem quase nada dessa vez. Nada, quase nada. Aí, ó. Só tem isso. E as dicas. Aí, ó. O nome dela é Antônia, que deu pra entender. E... a diferença... A diferença de todos é que é o seguinte... Agora, eu só sei o primeiro nome dela, Antônia. Eu não sei o nome completo. Entendeu? Ele cortou o...
You catch all the good ones, Phelps.
If she took a blow to the head like the others, she was probably unconscious when strangled.
Ah, ela usava isso quando foi estrangulada. Tem nem muito o que fazer, cara.
Find anything interesting? Just when I think I've seen it all. Find anything interesting?
Tem mais sangue, ó.
Proximity to the scene, plus the bloodstains. No way is this coincidence.
Ah, deu bom então. Encontrei mais uma evidência aí. É, encontrei. Não sinto não, pô. Porque é tudo. Não é coisa. Não é coisa igual não, pô. Ó, ó, a marca do sangue tá indo atrás, ó. Ó. Tá seguindo, ó.
On it goes.
Onde isso leva?
We kept the area pristine for you boys. Let's check it out.
House keys strung up like bait on a hook.
Meu, você não acha que o cara tá dando pista pra gente? Tipo, como se fosse Jogos Mortais, mano. Tá dando pista pra gente, mano. Olha, ele deu a chave número 5, ó.
You think he's trying to lead us somewhere?
Probably all the way to City Hall, that brazen son of a bitch.
That's got to be a code or a cipher.
Ih! Código Morse agora? Código Morse 253.
Where are you taking us?
Onde está nos levando?
Detectives?
Vou subir as escadas. Tá, nada diferente. Será que é o A de Antônia Maldonado? Deve ser.
Mrs. A. Maldonado. Could it be Antonia Maldonado?
He clearly wants us to find these things. He's left them for us.
There you go, Phelps. We got a new M.O. I told you it wasn't our guy.
Or he might just be getting more confident.
Tem sangue aqui também, ó.
The trail points up.
Tentar achar, né? Tem mais pra cima aí. Tá complicado já. Tem que ficar achando as pistas de longe.
Pulled from the finger and hung up here. What's the significance?
Então, ele deixou um anel aqui. Será que é da mesma pessoa? Ou é um anel do outro que ele matou? Entendeu? Entendeu? E assim, Júnior, se eu não tivesse feito isso e eu fosse pegar o carro e dirigir, eu não teria encontrado as outras dicas, mano. Entendeu? Entendeu como é ruim sair do local sem ter as provas? Olha, ó. Tá.
Son of a bitch wants her identified. Mrs. Antonia Maldonado, 712 North Hill Street, downtown.
Entendi. Agora eu sei onde é a casa da mulher. Entendeu? Com outro pedaço que ele cortou. Tudo isso só pra pegar o endereço. Meu Deus do céu.
It was Mrs. Maldonado, right?
That's affirmative.
All right, so then there's a husband we should be looking for. Get him, we've closed the case.
Rusty's razor, of course. I don't want to question your tried and tested techniques, Detective Galloway. But doesn't the DA require sound casework before he'll close the book?
Not if he's got a confession. And, you know, there's ways of getting those.
I'm sure.
Officer needs help. 415 and shots fired. 313 Bunker Hill Avenue. 313 Bunker Hill Avenue. Unit to handle code 3 identified. Also needs help. 415 and shots fired. 313 Bunker Hill Avenue. 313 Bunker Hill Avenue. Unit to handle code 3 identified.
This is 11K. We'll handle the 415.
Why don't you come on out, Jimmy? I won't let them hurt you. Not my honey boy.
I told you not to call me that, woman. Now shut the hell up!
You shut the hell up!
That the lady of the house?
It's a nice story. Two old lovebirds just moved in together. But they had a falling out, and he chased her across the yard with a 12 gauge. Now it's him or us.
Get the bastard! Officer down!
Give yourself up! Now!
Look at it. You're a cop killer!
Hey, you!
Oh. Reinforcements are on the way.
Rough house,
Cease
huh?
and desist.
Caralho. Caralho. Ele me atingiu na porta. Ele me atingiu no muro.
All units also needs help. 415 and shots fired. 313 Bunker Hill Avenue. 313 Bunker Hill Avenue. Unit to handle code 3 identified.
This is 11K. We'll handle the 415.
11K, officer needs help. 415 shots fired. 313 Bunker Hill Avenue. 313 Bunker Hill Avenue.
Why don't you come on out, Jimmy? I won't let them hurt you. Not my honey boy.
I told you not to call me that, woman. Now shut the hell up!
You shut the hell up!
That the lady of the house?
It's a nice story. Two old lovebirds just moved in together. But they had a falling out, and he chased her across the yard with a 12 gauge. Now it's him or us.
Get the bastard! Officer down!
Give yourself up! Now!
Swine, look at him. You're a cop killer!
Surrender now, or I will use deadly force. Reinforcements are on the way. Cease and desist.
Tá difícil aqui, hein, também, hein?
Cop killers are the worst kind of scumbag. Go and get that sweet son of a bitch.
Ah, na parte de trás da casa.
Going in!
Quase morri. Pô, as missões tá cada vez pior, meu. Cada vez mais difícil. Bonito isso daqui, hein? Essa é bonita, velho. É. Ah, é de outra cor. Eu achava que era. É meio salmão, né? Tá bom, hein? Ah, eu não sei não, eu não sei não. Tem tanto bandido que eu tô prendendo aqui. São 40 crimes, né? Tem que pegar. Cheguei na casa do Antônio. Essa casa é grande, hein?
Wait just a moment. I'm sorry. Can I help you?
LAPD, ma'am. Detective Phelps and Galloway. Does Mrs. Maldonado live here?
Yes, she does. I'm Mrs. Barbara LaPenta, the owner of this boarding house. Is there a problem?
I'm afraid so, ma'am. Do you mind if we come in? Is there somewhere we can discuss this?
Of course. Follow me through to the parlor. Wipe your feet as you come in, detectives. It's this way.
Mrs. Maldonado was found dead this morning.
Dead? Oh, no. She can't be.
I'm afraid she was murdered, ma'am. We need to take a look at her things.
I can't believe it. A person seems so alive, and then they're gone. Antonia's room is upstairs, last door on the left.
Thank you. We'll be back shortly.
Excuse us a moment, ma'am. What are we waiting for?
Doesn't tell me anything.
Interessante. Por que ele foi olhar isso?
Hey, Cole, let's get moving.
Ah, a chave. Eu tenho a chave do... A chave do 5, né? Olha lá, é 5.
Will you look at that? Someone's turned the place over.
O lugar tá todo fudido, revirado.
A smashed window explains why the place looks tossed.
You know how I feel about windows, Phelps.
So someone broke in using this thing instead of a crowbar. Wonder where it was taken from.
Então tem uma barrinha de ferro, né? Vamos lá. Senhorita Antônia Isabel Maldonado. Parsons Board House. Aí fala o endereço da casa. Antônia. Na nossa última correspondência em agosto, em 7 de agosto, eu estou escrevendo para informar que sua petição na Superior Corte do Estado de Califórnia tem sido aceito e a corte marcará uma data para seu caso. O número da DOCA é 98765 e será ouvido em setembro e 17 de setembro.
Okay, we have an address.
Eu contei a seu marido, Angel Christopher Maldonado, residente em Rua Colina, né? Rio Colina, 304-330, Los Angeles. Tem servido como o papel oficial para advertir, para noticiar, né? Aparecer na corte na data prevista, embora não seja essencial. E muitas mulheres em sua posição escolhem não fazer isso. Eu aviso você também para aparecer na corte do Distrito Central na data marcada. Em minha experiência, uma mulher plantifique, não sei, a presença nos casos. Assim, pode fazer muita influência no progresso. E se seu marido não aparecer, enquanto você contar-me suas chances podem ser ajustadas, podem somente ajudar nossas chances. Isso pode ajudar nossas, quer dizer, aí falando assim, tem uma corte tal, o dia tal, e seu marido vai estar na corte, que eles estão disputando alguma coisa, né? Pode ser a casa, né? Pode ser a casa. E tem a data tal. E se ele não for, vai ser muito mais fácil de ganhar. Então, talvez se ele se ele matou ela, se foi ele, então quer dizer que ele ficaria fácil de ir na corte no dia e ela não estaria, aí ele ia ganhar a ação, né? Sinceramente, Frederick Tartarsal.
The charm bracelet wasn't among the crime scene evidence.
Acabou as dicas. Bem bonita, né? Bem bonita ela, hein? Deixa eu entrar só nesse carro só.
Think there's anything to the divorce angle?
I've been through 3, Phelps. And no big deal. After a while, you just numb yourself to the experience.
But Angel, he's a young Latino man. It would hurt his sense of who he is. He'd see himself as a failure, a woman taking control over his life.
Then she fronts him and he snaps. Works for me. That makes Angel a killer as well as a piece of shit.
We have some questions, ma'am, if you're up to it.
Yes, Detective. I'll do my best.
Ela já é velhinha, né?
Do you have any idea who might have wanted to hurt Mrs. Maldonado?
That rat of her husband, Angel. She was serving him divorce papers.
If I killed every wife to serve me papers, I'd be a mass murderer.
Are you being flippant, young man?
No, ma'am.
Pode ser, né? Pode ser, né, Júnior? Pelo que eu tô entendendo, mano. Mas talvez... Mas talvez não. Entendeu? É que nem não dá Atena, mano. Parece morte de gente toda hora, mano.
What can you tell us about Angel Maldonado?
She married him when she was 17. He was cruel to her, very cruel. She was a good girl, little on the religious side, but a good girl.
What time did Antonia go out yesterday?
She left around 9.
Do you know where she went?
No, I have no idea. She was a good girl, but she didn't confide in me.
Tem muitas dicas aqui.
Antonia was so innocent, Detective. Catch this killer.
Eu vou falar da janela quebrada, né? Vou perguntar da janela quebrada. Olha a cara dela, mano. Olha a cara dela, mano. Tá escondendo algo. Tá escondendo algo.
A nosy old hag like you knows everything about the people who live under her roof. Where did she go?
I think she went to a bar. She's been drinking quite a lot lately.
This bar have a name?
El Dorado Bar. It's a Latino place on North Los Angeles Street.
That's only a couple of blocks from where we found the body.
You've had a break-in?
No. That can't be true.
Que? Essa. Isso eu vou ter que pesquisar. Pera aí. O que é um brequinho aqui que ela se desesperou? Que é um brequinho? Deixa eu pegar aqui o celular pra perguntar aqui. Que é um brequinho? Nem eu sei que porra é essa que ela até pulou da cadeira. O cara até, ela até pulou da cadeira. É, vou traduzir, mano. Nem eu sei isso aqui. Tem que traduzir no inglês aqui essa porra. Ai, ai, cadê aqui? Traduto? Uma chance, você tem uma chance. Que ele quis dizer aqui? Caraca. Break-in é tipo arrombar? Você invadiu a casa? Você invadiu? É isso. Break-in é isso. Você tinha invadido a casa? Invadido? Não. Tá aí. Deixa eu ver de novo as perguntas lá. Só que ela se desesperou, né?
You're being economical with the truth, Mrs. Lepenti. What do you have to hide?
I have no idea what you are talking about.
So Antonia lost her keys and used an iron bar to jimmy the back window?
I heard a noise in the early hours of the morning. I thought it might be a raccoon at the milk bottles. It'd be very bad for business if this news got out. I have a reputation to protect.
Porra! Aqui, ó. Olha o que ela falou. Ele perguntou assim. Eles falaram assim: você tá sendo muito econômica com a verdade, Mr. Lapente. O que você tá escondendo? Eu não tenho ideia do que vocês estão falando. Aí o Cole Phelps falou: então, então a Antônia que morreu, né? Perdeu suas chaves, as chaves dela, e usou uma barra de ferro para abrir a janela. Eu ouvi um barulho, horas da manhã. Eu pensei que fosse um animal em garrafas de leite. Então ela achou que era um animal. Raccoon é aquele lá das galáxias. Aquele bicho lá do Guardião das Galáxias. É o Raccoon. Esqueci o nome, o que é ele. Ele é. Seria muito ruim para os negócios se essas notícias saíssem. Eu tenho uma reputação para a proteger. Ah, tá. Porque ela tá alugando a casa lá e tivesse uma morte lá dentro, tipo, alguém souber que alguém lá morreu, ela ia perder clientes, né?
Antonia and her husband were estranged?
Yes. She moved here after she separated from her husband 2 months ago.
But Antonia still wore a wedding ring?
She wore the wedding ring and a necklace. She always wore a religious necklace. That's about all of her jewelry.
Pareceu que ela tá falando a verdade agora. Mas vamos ler de novo. Antônia e seu marido estavam estranhados? Sim, ela mudou aqui depois que ela separou dele há 2 meses. Mas Antônia ainda usava o anel de casamento? Ela usava o anel de casamento e um colar. Ela sempre vestia um colar religioso. Isso sob toda sua. Isso era toda a sua joalheria. Isso era toda a sua joalheria? Por que ela falou isso? Tem coisa, hein? Por que? E o bracelete? Peraí. Por que ela mentiu? Ela vestiu e um necklace é um do pescoço. É um pescoço. E ela sempre vestiu um, um necklace religioso. Eu esqueci do pescoço, qual que é o nome? Isso é sobre. Isso era. That about. Só deixa eu só entender o that about só. That about. Hum. Isso é about all. Isso é tudo. Ela mentiu. Ela mentiu. Não, necklace é colar, 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 colar. Eu tinha falado colar, colar. Ela mentiu.
What about her bracelet?
I don't know anything about a bracelet.
In her wedding photo, she's displaying a charm bracelet.
That thing? She never wore it. He gave it to her. She always kept it in that wooden jewelry box.
Thanks, ma'am. You've been very helpful.
Pay
Você
a
tem
call to
todas,
that
hein?
husband of hers. Lock him up and throw away the key.
We can either front Angel, seeing as the finger's pointing right at him, or we could check out the Eldorado bar.
Porra, a velhinha também, hein? Eu tive que dar um acerto nela, hein? Eu tive que dar um chega nela, hein?
A nosy old hag? Ah! And I thought I was coming on strong with the ex-wives line.
Sometimes you have to be firm to get the information you need.
God damn it, ain't that the truth?
You don't think it's strange that all these murders are happening to girls who've been out drinking?
No. A broad drinks, she gets a bit tight, she starts mouthing off. This leads to that, and she ends up in an alleyway. It's a sad story, but this town's seen it play out 1,000 times, Cole.
Why don't you want to see a connection here?
Because there are perfectly good real-life suspects for every one of these murders. We don't need to go looking for the monster under the bed.
Officer needs help, 103 and
Easy!
Eldorado.
What can I get you?
LAPD. Detectives Phelps and Galloway.
Diego Aguilar. How can I help?
You worked the bar last night?
Yeah. Me and a temp guy from the agency.
Did you have a woman in here last night? 21 years old, Hispanic, drinking heavily?
We have a lot of ladies like that in here. But yeah, I know who you mean. Antonia Maldonado. So what did she do?
She was murdered last night.
Oh, shit.
Do you know her well? Was she a regular?
Hell no. She was good and tight last night, complaining about her old man. It's a story you get used to working in a bar. She was so hammered last night, she left a letter on the bar. I'll show you.
So, how's your tuna fish salad?
Divorce papers? Did you open them?
No need to. She was shouting about it and waving the letter around. Said she was gonna show him.
Onde Antônia Maldonado fez no dia 8 de agosto de 1947 preferiu sua petição que ela deve estar divorciada dos matrimônio iniciado com Ângelo Maldonado. Nós faremos, portanto, o comando que Ângelo Maldonado diz defensor ajustará todos os negócios e desculpas e você estará em sua própria pessoa, tem que estar na própria pessoa, você mesmo, na central do distrito da corte, né? Da Superior Corte dos Estados da Califórnia, na quarta, dia 17 de setembro de 1947. A próxima resposta da petição do divórcio será por crueldade.
Where's that goddamn waitress?
Crueldade, dito por Antônio Maldonado, e mostrou a causa. Se você nossa, não entendi. Plantife, eu não sei o que é. Antônio Maldonado, sua esposa não estará divorciada. Não deveria estar divorciada pelas leis do matrimônio. Testemunha Earl Brennan, juiz da Corte da Califórnia, dia 11 de agosto do ano de Nosso Senhor de 1947. Caramba, que coisa, hein? Joia perdida. O que ele vai perguntar da joia? Nossa, cara, vai perguntar da joia?
Can you remember what jewelry she was wearing?
She had a necklace. Some kind of religious thing, I think. The temp guy would have more of an idea. She took the beer he served her and cried into it all night.
What time did she leave?
Can't say for sure.
Caramba, ele disse que não sabe a hora que ela saiu de lá. Olha lá, eu não posso dizer com certeza. Nossa, mano. E aí? Agora melou de novo, né? Será que eu acredito nele, mano? Tem tanta prova aqui, mano. Acho que... Puxa... O bartender ia mentir, cara? Vamos lá, vai. Sou um good cop, vai.
Did she leave with
Errei,
anyone?
caralho.
No. She wanted a cab, but my payphone ain't working, so I couldn't call her one.
Did Antonia say where she was going when she left?
She said she was gonna serve the papers on the husband. Said that would take the smile off his face. If you ask me, she was scared. And the drink was for Dutch courage.
Pô, esse bartender aí tá meio... Pô.
So you let a 21-year-old girl who was stone drunk just walk off into the night?
I'm sorry about what happened, I really am. But I pour drinks. I don't claim to have the answers to everyone's problems.
Why are you stalling us, Aguilar? You're making yourself a suspect.
All I tried to do was help. And you come in here, into my bar, and you start asking me these questions.
What's your shoe size?
What? I take a broad 9, wide feet.
So, how's your tuna fish salad?
O dele é o 9.
Waitress, can I have another spoon?
He drove me up to Mulholland and we did some necking.
Where's that goddamn waitress?
I got a call back for that Universal Chorus line.
Fudeu. Errei os dois, mano. Não deu bom não, hein.
How about we drop in on the husband instead? See if your gut is right.
I'll take a bar over a husband every day of the week.
Maldonado is in apartment 304.
Three or four?
Phelps, this could turn ugly. Forget about knocking. Let's take our boy by surprise.
Hey, what the fuck?
LAPD, motherfucker, you're under arrest. I gotta...
Come quietly, Mr. Maldonado.
Now, what do you think?
I got nothing.
Aí sim.
Damn. They got some decent shots in there. Cuff these sons of bitches, Phelps.
LAPD, you two are under arrest. Call for some backup, Finbar.
Galloway, badge number 564. I need a prowl car at the apartment building 330 North Hill Street. 2 suspects need transporting to Central.
Your wife has been murdered, Angel.
Antonia? Oh, God, no!
Where were you last night, Angel?
I was here with my brother the whole night, goddammit! You think I'd kill my own wife?
Nossa, que tenso, mano.
Should get the whole place going over. Then talk to the neighbors.
Não acredito. Parece que não é. Puta. Ai, ai, ai.
And Phelps, I don't care that you just got smacked in the head. You don't call me Finbar.
This isn't what we're looking for.
Just picked fruit market. I wonder if Angel gets all his groceries from this place.
The El Dorado must be a family favorite.
Por isso que eu devia ter ido na sequência. Olha o sangue.
This will take some explaining.
A roupa tá com sangue, meu. Acabou as dicas.
Maybe one of the neighbors took notice of Angel's movement. He's got no alibi. He's toast.
What do you want?
LAPD. We're making some inquiries.
Make it quick. I work nights.
So you weren't home last night?
No, I was at work.
You know nothing about Mrs. Maldonado fighting with her husband?
Those two? They're always screaming the place down.
Thanks.
Vamos encher o saco do outro vizinho.
No good. Nobody here.
Hey, sorry about that. I'm playing with my kids.
LAPD. Were you here last night?
Yeah. My wife and I are separated, and I had the kids last night. I put them to bed early and went to bed myself.
Thanks.
Was that all you needed, Detective?
Pô.
Hello?
LAPD, ma'am. Did you hear a disturbance last night?
Yes. Yes, I did. Mrs. Maldonado lit out of here, and her husband ran out after her.
You saw this, Miss?
Aranda. I had the door open a crack.
Did you see Mr. Maldonado come back inside after he ran out?
No. I didn't.
Thanks. We'll be in touch.
I kept thinking you were going to call that one a nosy old hag too, Phelps. Well-executed restraint.
I'm executing restraint right now, Finbar.
Então deixa eu entender. Nas dicas aqui, só nas dicas. Senão eu tô fudido, vai demorar mais de... Nossa, por isso que demora esse jogo, mano. O álibi, o álibi, álibi. Aqui tem uma camisa. Perseguiu Antônia. Ângel perseguiu Antônia do apartamento. Beleza.
Sir, do you work here?
Sorry, pal, just making deliveries.
From where?
Just Pig Fruit Market across the street.
A fruit market delivers here?
Yeah, sure does. The Mexes love a little slice with their tequila.
We found a crate a lot like the ones you're wheeling there, except it was filled with booze. You know anything about that?
What? No, we deliver all over the place, officer. No telling where the boxes end up. Excuse me, I have to get on with this.
Fine, thanks.
Palm Springs for the weekend. You want a tip? Refill my coffee next time, honey.
Esse cara do bar tá meio suspeito agora, hein, mano.
I think he's a bit of a ganguero, but he treats me nice.
That's a cop. Seems like...
Phelps, 1247.
How can I help, Detective?
Any messages?
Message from Captain Donnelly, Detective. Your presence is requested urgently at Central Station. A new letter from the Dahlia killer has been found.
Thank you.
Well, you don't see that every day.
Não, mas não vou fazer isso aí primeiro, não. Não, não, não.
That price is outrageous.
Out of the car! Police!
Not on your life, Buster.
Another letter? I thought the letter was from a nut.
These letters, Brown and Hanson believe they are genuine. From him.
And now we sent another.
Tem alguma coisa, cara. Alguma coisa que
Shut. Great. We'll need to come back later, Phelps. Maybe somebody here saw Antonia the night she died.
Extra, read all. That's the guy from the...
He's dull as dishwater, but I'm not with
Tá difícil essa missãozinha, hein, mano. Caralho, vou pegar esse carro aqui. Esse carro é pesado, hein. Virou. Vou lá, voltar pra delegacia. Vou voltar pra delegacia. Só pra ver o que acontece. O cara vai ficar na minha frente mesmo? Mas o bartender é o culpado, mano. O bartender tem alguma coisa, mano. Tem alguma coisa aqui, bartender, mano. O bartender tem alguma coisa, mano.
The captain is waiting for you downstairs with Pinker.
Ih. Fudeu.
We gonna go downstairs and see Donnelly or what?
Boys, come on in. Phelps, have you met Finis Brown?
Pleased to meet you, sir.
His information is confidential and doesn't leave this room.
The new letter was left in the back seat of a cab. The driver thinks it was put through the window and not left by a customer.
We're checking all his fares back 24 hours regardless.
Good.
Like the previous letters, it's been assembled from headlines and typed from the Times and Examiner, then glued to an envelope.
What is the other note?
This one? That's also new. A poem, hand-typed.
Do you mind if I take a look?
Go ahead. We've been over both documents pretty carefully. They've been wiped with gasoline, so there's no chance of prints.
Então, ó, os caras resolveram, o cara que matou todas elas mandou essa carta. Vamos lá?
That's the message from the Celine Henry case.
Eu mudei minha mente. Você não daria fuck you BD Tex. Nossa. O cara não quis escrever nada na foto. Ele foi colando, ele foi recortando do jornal. Vou pegar só mais depois. Vou só pegar depois. Depois eu pego a skin dele. Eu vou pegar, mas não vai ser agora não. Deixa o próximo mês. Virar um mês eu pego.
Heap upon thy soul by virtue of this curse.
That's why we called you in.
Do you think it's original?
Not unless he's a genius.
You like this nutjob's poem?
No, I like Shelley. It was written at least 100 years ago.
Shelley? Sure, I knew that.
You see, Finis? I told you this lad was a bright boy.
Sure, but what has it got to do with the case?
Prometheus Unbound. Prometheus was a titan, A superhuman character who defied the gods to bring fire to humanity.
The Dahlia guy believes he's Superman.
Your guess is as good as mine. One thing for sure is that he's educated. What about the link to the Henry case?
He could have got the wording from the papers. As you said, he is fiendishly clever and takes pleasure in taunting us. What's happening with the Maldonado case?
We have the husband in custody. We haven't interviewed him yet.
Well, upstairs then, lads, and see if we can break him.
Tenho que entrevistar o marido da mulher.
What are we waiting for?
Need a drink.
Improved your attitude, Angel?
What do you want me to say? I was with Antonia the night she died, but she left the apartment, and that was the last time I saw her.
Parece que ele não matou ela mesmo, né, mano? Último contato com a vítima, vamos ver.
So your wife paid you a visit last night. What time was that?
Late, around midnight, maybe? She didn't stay long.
Vou acusar, vou acusar. Vou acusar, vou acusar.
You're lying, Angel. You went after her. I think you killed her.
You're out of your mind. My brother will tell you I was at home.
We have a witness who confirms that you were arguing, that your wife ran out, that you followed her, and didn't come back.
I know this looks bad, but it's not true. We argued, all right, but she went out and I went out after her and she jumped in a car on the corner.
There was a car waiting for her? Can you describe the driver?
Not the driver. It was too dark. But the car, it was a brown Ford coupe.
Tá, então agora tem um carro também nessa história. Um carro. Que... Beleza. Tem um carro.
You and your wife weren't getting along. She was divorcing you. Is that why you killed her?
We fought, yeah, but we weren't getting a divorce.
Que? Não?
I don't believe you, Angel. She'd been granted a decree nisi. She pushed you too far, and you lashed out.
I told you, I wouldn't accept a divorce.
Esse cara tá mentindo muito, mano.
The judge had set a date. You were going to be paraded in front of the whole city for your cruelty to her, Angel.
Antonia. Oh, Jesus. She came in drunk, out of her mind. She doesn't normally drink. She was looking around in her bag. Said she wanted to serve me papers. Me, her own husband. So I slapped her down. She ran out. That's the truth.
What size shoe do you wear, Angel?
Size 8. What difference does that make?
When we found your wife, her jewelry had been removed. Was she wearing her religious medallion last night?
Sure. She always wore that. Quit staring at me like that.
What about the charm bracelet? Was she wearing that?
You know about that? She never wore it. She didn't like the message. She kept it locked up in that box of hers.
Tá bom. Tá bom. Então ele falou. Então agora ferrou. Agora ele vai ter que falar da camisa ensanguentada.
Your wife has been brutally murdered. So how do you explain your shirt being covered in blood?
You found that? I cut myself shaving.
Ele cortou quando tava tirando a barba. Ele tá mentindo, cara. Meu. Como o sangue desce no braço também? Não. Pô, foi o colar e o braço. Tá com sangue, mano. Não. Não, rapaz, não. Vem com essa não, cara. Vem com essa não. Vem com essa não, cara. Não. Vou forçar ele, bad cop, mano. Bad cop aqui. Bad cop.
Angel, I'm not going to waste any more time on this. Give me something or I'm going to have you charged.
My brother, Ippolito, he said some bad things about Antonia last night. So I had to sock him one. We got into it.
Keep talking.
She said she came from the El Dorado bar.
And?
It's not one of my places. We used to buy fruit at the market down the street. But the creep there was always running his eyes all over my wife.
What's the name of this fruit market?
Just picked fruit. Ord Street downtown.
One last question, Angel. Do the words kiss the blood mean anything to you?
No. Sounds sick to me.
You're not in the clear by any means, Angel. You're going back into a cell. You should think about whether you have anything else you need to share with us.
Pô. Que merda, hein? Agora eu tenho que ir no mercado da fruta lá. Quem tá no 2? É ele? Ah, é ele mesmo. Ele tá aberto agora.
What's your read on Maldonado?
I still like him for it. Seriously, that line about the guy at the fruit market making eyes at his woman? Please. Now, we'll get to the market and the guy behind the counter will tell us he saw Angel drag his old lady off into the night. This case will be shut like all the others. Tá aberto agora. Agora tá aberto. Oito dólares a banana, mano? Meu Deus. É caro as coisas, hein? Fruta é mais caro dos Estados Unidos. Tem alguma coisa errada, cara. Não posso falar com ele ainda não, hein? Tem coisa aqui dentro, ó. Ou não? Deixa eu ver. Eu posso abrir. Só que é só conforme conversar com esse cara, mano. Vou falar com ele.
Sir, Wait, you look familiar.
Hey, from the bar, right? What brings you here?
LAPD, Detective Phelps and Galloway.
Clem Feeney. What can I do for you?
Did you happen to see a young woman last night? 21 years old, Hispanic?
Sure, she came by last night. Why do you ask?
She was wearing a necklace?
I didn't notice.
You weren't paying attention, Feeney?
Hey, you're getting the wrong idea.
Pô. A única prova que eu tenho é do cara falando desse Ford aqui. Ford marrom.
Hey, maybe you got time to stand around, copper. I don't.
Exactly how much fruit do you sell here after midnight, Clem?
Look, not much. I sell the odd bottle on the side to the after-hours crowd. Look, I don't want any trouble. I'm just trying to make a buck.
Ele perguntou um negócio assim: exatamente quantas frutas você vendeu aqui depois da meia-noite, Glenn? Olha, não muito. Eu vendo garrafas lá, lá fora. Depois de horas, depois de horas da multidão. Eu não quero problemas. Eu apenas estou tentando fazer um a mais, né? Um a mais. Contato com a vítima.
The young lady arrived around midnight?
Yeah, something like that. Used the phone for a cab and then left.
Esse diagrama aqui é interessante também.
You already knew Mrs. Maldonado, didn't you, Clem?
Sure, I met her before. She seemed like a nice lady. Her husband went apeshit one day when he caught me talking to her. She had me back until last night.
Você já viu a senhorita Maldonado antes, né, Glenn? Com certeza, eu encontrei ela antes. Ela parecia como uma boa boa moça. O marido dela foi uma vez quando ele pegou falando com ela. Ela não tinha estado de volta até aquela última noite. Tá. Movimentos da vítima.
Where did she go from here?
She wanted a cab, but I couldn't get her one. I was about to offer to drive her, but a car pulled up and she got into that.
O que ela veio fazer aqui? Ela queria um cabo. Quê? Ela queria um cab. Ela queria um táxi. Mas eu não poderia conseguir a ela um. Eu estava oferecendo dirigir a ela, mas o carro e ela, mas o carro pulou, se aproximou e ela pegou. Eu posso perguntar se o carro é o carro.
I think she came in here to call a cab. Even though she was drunk, she was reluctant to do it. She just wanted the phone. You had to push it further.
What are you talking about? How can you make up these lies about me?
Deixa eu ver se.
I think you should go now.
Do you mind if we look around?
Why would you want to do that?
Because we say so.
I guess you can. Hey, don't you have to get a court order or something? I have rights.
Clem? Shh.
Vai dar pra olhar, né? Vamos ver. Tem essa bosta.
No wonder he stays open late at night. People have to get their vitamins. Check through this stuff before we get back out there.
Why cut someone who was already dead?
It's a typical power thing. Once the stiff is dead, the creep usually feels they can do whatever they like. They must have seen it during the war.
I got a call back to that universal cord line.
So what are we hiding in here? This thing needs a combination.
Aqui papel. Pera aí. Papel. Papelzinho do. Aqui é um 2, 5, 3. Vamos lá. 2, 5, 3. 2, 5, 3. Efésios. Esposas submetem-se a seus maridos como para seu senhor. Para o marido é a cabeça da esposa. O marido é a cabeça da esposa. Como Cristo é a cabeça da igreja, seu corpo, da qual ele é o Salvador. Nossa. Entrou igreja no meio, mano. Ela é o mesmo da velha lá. Do